All right, sports fans, how's everybody out there doing? William Martin coming at you one more time here on YouTube with another edition of the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast. Now, it's going to be either the Boston Red Sox or the Houston Astros that are going to take home the American League Pennant for 2021. You look at the Red Sox, and they are hot right now, and they are playing with a ton of confidence. Like I said earlier this week, the postseason began for the Red Sox a couple of weeks ago as they were in that battle with the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays for a postseason spot. So, we saw Boston, finish off the Washington Nationals to finish the regular season as they swept them. They then took care of business versus the Yankees in the wild card game, and then they just took 3 out of 4 from the Tampa Bay Rays, who are the best team in the American League. And one thing that I think we're going to see plenty of in this series for the Red Sox is offense. I look at their big bats, Rafael Devers. I know that JD Martinez is laboring through the ankle injury right now, but you still have Alex Verdugo who's swinging a hot bat, as is the likes of Xander Bogaerts and Hunter Renfroe. So I think this Red Sox offense will be up for the challenge. The pitching really was center stage for Boston in the last series, and they're going to need this rotation as well as a bullpen to step up again. You look at the likes of Nathan Eovaldi, Eduardo Rodriguez, and Nick Pivetta in that rotation with the likes of Matt Barnes and Adam Ottavino coming out of the pen. But for the Houston Astros, you know what? It's the same old song. This team has now made the postseason in 5 consecutive years. They're back in the American League Championship Series for the fifth consecutive year. A very battle tested group of guys, and they have something to prove. You like you've heard about like the whole sign stealing scandal. The thing with the Astros, but the bottom line is these guys are professionals and they're going out there and they're taking care of their business. They have something to prove, and I think their manager, Dusty Baker, has something to prove as well. I mean, you think about it. The Astros are now the fifth team that Dusty Baker has gotten to the postseason. Did it with the Giants, the Cubs, the Reds, and the Nationals. And the only thing that's missing on the Hall of Fame resume of Dusty is hoisting up that trophy as the World Series champion. So I think he, as well as his team, definitely have something to prove. You look at this core group. Carlos Correa, Jose Altuve, and Alex Bregman. They've been together for some years now. They've seen their fair share of October battles. And that was once again front and center in the divisional round as his team took 3 out of 4 from the Chicago White Sox. Pitching wise, I think it all comes down to the availability of Lance McCullers Jr. We know that Zach Greinke's pitching out of the bullpen right now, but Lance McCullers Jr. left Game 4 versus the White Sox with an arm injury. His status for this series is up in the air, so we'll have to wait and see what's going to happen, and that's going to loom large for the series. The managers, both are battle tested in October. Dusty Baker and Alex Cora. Of course, Cora helped the Red Sox win the World Series in 2018. I just talked about some of the exploits that Dusty Baker has enjoyed as a big league manager as well. So the decision making definitely is going to be a factor in this series. If McCullers is healthy, I'm going to give the edge to the Astros and say Astros in 6. But if McCullers cannot go, I'm going to lean on the Red Sox in 7. I look at these teams. Honestly, this series is a toss up. Two great teams. The Red Sox, like I said, surviving the American League East was very big for them. And I think now they want to try to flex their muscles, but the Astros at the same time are showing, hey, listen, we got something to prove as well. So with that said, when you get two good teams like that competing in a series, I think the fans are definitely going to benefit from that because you're going to see a quality version of baseball out there. So I think this is going to be an epic battle. To the end, two teams looking to advance, but only one is going to be able to hoist that trophy in advance to the Fall Classic. So, folks, that is going to wrap it up. And as always, I want to take this time out to thank you for tuning into the 300 Pounds of Sports Knowledge podcast here on YouTube. I want to take the time out to thank all of you fine folks out there for tuning in. And if you have not already, please feel free to subscribe to this channel. Now, if you're on Twitter, please feel free to follow me at 300 Pounds of Sports. And like I always say, if you follow me, it'll be my pleasure to follow you right back. There's also the sports discussion group on Facebook at the Sports Depot 365. You can check it out. Drop a line and be a part of one of the better sports debating sites going on social media. So, once again, fine folks, my name is William Martin, signing off, saying take care and have yourselves a wonderful day.